Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is Blitz 944. I'm here today with Little Blitz.
Hello.
So, Little Blitz, what are we looking at today?
So, we're looking at WW2 German helmets. Surprise, surprise.
Exactly, surprise, surprise. I'm not going to start singing the song. Right, anyway. Yeah, German helmets again. But today we're going to look at relic helmets versus non-relic. I'll talk to you about why we collect them. Give you sort of an idea of the sort of price you'd be sort of paying. Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both nice in their own way, aren't they?
Yeah.
I prefer non-relic helmets personally. How about you?
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, but relic helmets have a place in the collection, don't they? These are the only two we've got actually in our collection, the relic ones. We did have a few more, but I've sold them over the time to make room for obviously non-relics. Yes, Alex.
Yeah. But the German helmet is a very iconic piece.
It is, yes.
Of like the German uniform.
Well, I think from just World War II, any uniform World War II is one of the most iconic pieces, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's so many of them about today. I mean, relics is different because obviously they're being dug up, aren't they, from the battlefield?
Yeah.
But non-relic ones, the reason there's so many about is because during the time the veterans liked them as well and picked them up and brought them back as souvenirs, didn't they?
Yeah.
A very popular souvenir item, that and daggers, I think, very popular, weren't they? Yeah.
Mm.
So let's have a look at the non-relic ones first. So we've got a nice
M40.
M40 here. Well done. There we go. Can't even say it. There, he gets another for me. Yeah, just a good stand M40 helmet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice liner inside. Nice collectible item. You know, I like all German helmets, obviously. That's a nice one. This is a beauty, this one.
Oh yeah, another M35.
No, this is an M35, this one, yeah.
Well, not another, but an M35.
There we go. And it's got most of its apple green paint, hasn't it? Nice decal.
Yeah.
Nice original liner, etc. Chin strap. Now, with this one, unfortunately, well, it's what's happened during the war. During the war, obviously, they've removed most of the national shield, haven't they?
Yeah.
You can still say where it was, but no, it is what it is. It's a nice helmet, actually. It's one of my favourite helmets from the collection, that one. And it's also a lovely big size. It's like size 68. You can see compared to the other helmets, it's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, let's look at prices, shall we? We were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
Yeah, prices, yeah.
So for this M40 here, you'd be talking over £1,000 for that these days because it's original helmet, original line, original attached liner. You know, it's the original line to the helmet. Wow. Original chin strap. Decal's not bad, is it? Yeah. So you'd be talking over £1,000.
That's quite a lot of money.
It's a ridiculous amount of money, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
They never used to be that expensive, but that's what's happening. That's the times we're in.
Yeah.
The M35 is more. If the decal had been on the other side,
yeah,
talking over £2,000.
Yeah.
But you're probably looking, because it's had its decal moved, probably about 1,400, something like that. You know.
Yeah, still a lot of money though.
It's still a lot of money, isn't it? And I think for me that's one of my most favourite helmets. Actually, that's that between that and one of the M42s we have in our collection. We've got a look with some really nice single decal M42s, haven't we?
Yeah.
And one of those is a real beauty as well, isn't it? You know. Right. So that's obviously we enjoy collecting helmets, as you all know, and I like collecting these ones. They look nice on display, don't they?
Yeah, they're just a really cool piece.
Now, when it comes to relics, so that's a slightly different thing, really, isn't it? Because with a relic, there's nowhere near the same value. But historically, the same value.
Yeah.
And then sometimes more, because you normally, I mean, if you're going to buy relic helmets, my advice would be to buy ones with some sort of proof where they came from. Yeah.
Yeah. So
at least you have an idea, the area it came from, etc., etc. So. I think you've seen both these helmets before. I don't know if we've had videos of these. I don't think the one at the back we've seen before.
No, that was in like a collection showcase video, but in the background.
Right. Okay. Right. So here we have do you know what model helmet this is?
Oh, I think that's an M35.
Yeah, it's job to say with relics, isn't it? Yeah, just a bit of rust fell off there. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Now that's the problem with relics, isn't it? I could treat this, but I don't really want to. You know, you can treat it so it seals it up, but I think it sort of like discolours the paint a bit, so I don't want to. I mean, the paint's already been discoloured a bit anyway, because it's obviously been in the ground for like 80 years. So this was found fairly recently near Leningrad, wasn't it? And we've got photographs where they found it. It was literally sticking out the ground half of it. You can see it's obviously got a bullet hole there. Let me turn it around the other side.
Oh wow.
And you can see there that
that's a pretty big
that's what happens.
Exit.
Well, and have a look inside. It's quite rusty. Obviously, you can see. Obviously, it was landing on the ground, so obviously almost near the surface. So it's quite bad inside. Yeah, but it's an original cycle item from Leningrad. So I mean, that in itself is quite nice, isn't it? But I say, let's have a look at the one in the back, Alex, before we start talking about prices. So here, this one came out of Latvia very recently again. Oh, sorry, I hit the camera. Yeah. This is the remains of a snow camouflage, isn't it? It's got some snow camouflage left on it. Yeah. A nice helmet. You know, we don't know exactly where it came from in Latvia, so we haven't got the same history with it as the other one.
Yeah.
But again, at least it's got some original paint still, isn't it? Yeah. You put that one back for us, Alex.
Of course.
Yeah, Alex got a bit of just.
Got to be really careful with these, otherwise they'll almost fall apart.
No, they don't fall apart. You do get little bits of rust come off.
But
As
yeah,
I said,
rust.
you can. They will stabilise a bit after time. You can. You just rub your hands off. Got a bit of rust on. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you can obviously. I say treat them. I used to do it a lot, didn't I? I used to buy a lot of relic helmets, didn't I? And treat them in the acid and then put linseed oil to put on them, and that actually does, when it goes hard, it actually seals it all in.
Yeah.
But with these two, I didn't want to, because it does change the colour of the paint a bit, if that makes sense. So I didn't want to do that. I think they'll settle down after a while. And again, you need to keep them in a dry environment, basically, don't you?
Yeah.
So with the two relics we're looking at there, I mean, you're probably looking at, I don't know, for this one, I suppose what? I mean, because it's got, it actually comes with photographs as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So this one from Leningrad actually comes with where they found it in the ground. Obviously, you can see it sticking out of the ground and all that. So I suppose you'd be talking around about 100, 120 pounds, something like 130 quid. Yeah, something like that.
Still quite a lot still.
Still quite a lot, but it's still got a lot of its paint on there, isn't it? So that's quite nice.
Yeah.
And you can see where the decal would have been, obviously. Yeah. So in that point of view, it's quite nice. I mean, obviously, if you're looking at relics that are just complete rust ball, then you're not talking, I mean, what, 30 pounds, something like that, can't you? Pick them up for. And the one at the back, we were talking about the, can you point to the snow one, Alex?
Yep, snow right
there. Yeah, so that one we bought recently. I think we paid, was it £70 or £80, wasn't it? Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, we bought it just because it's got a little bit left as, so I can't talk properly now, a little bit of its snow camouflage left on it, didn't we? That's why we bought it. And still quite a nice amount of paint on it, so not a bad helmet really, is it? So yeah, I mean, so again, for your new collectors here, if you're thinking about, buying German helmets, just prepare yourself for the cost. If you're looking for something with a nice decal on it, you're going to pay a lot of money, aren't you? Yeah. Non-decaled helmets, meaning ones that have had the decals painted over, or weren't produced with decals, obviously, like some of the later M40s, M42s, obviously. Then you're basically looking a lot cheaper. Well, not a lot cheaper. I mean, you're still looking, if you want a non-decaled, a really nice non-decaled helmet, let's say you get a nice M42 helmet, which come out the factory up decals on, original liner and chin strap and that, yeah, you're still looking about around, I don't know, let's say £500 to £700. Yeah?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
About that sort of money. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear my phone's in the background, but we'll just ignore that for the moment.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so we're just, like I say, it's just a general chit chat. We tend to do these videos like that now, don't we? Just have a general chat about helmets and the sort of money we think they're worth. I mean, you might disagree and say, actually, I don't think they're not that expensive here, or they're more expensive than what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Please say. I mean, that's the prices I see them at, personally. I look at the dealers' websites and they're very expensive now, aren't they? Yeah. Like crazy sort of money. So I said double decal army helmets now, you're talking over £2,000 if you want a nice one.
How much were they, like, when you were young?
Oh, right. So I bought my first helmet for about, they're still expensive, they weren't cheap. So I reckon I can't remember how much I paid for it now, but I'm guessing around about £40 or £50. When I was about 16, yeah, 15, 16 when I bought my first, like, really nice German helmet. I've still got it, the M42 with a nice decal on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must have been about 40 or 50 quid, which is a lot of money then.
Wow.
Not as much as it is, it's not the same as it is now. They're getting like ridiculous. It was still a lot of money, but not the same. And double decal, I had a double decal army helmet.
Wow.
When I was about 19, and that cost me around about, even though it's quite expensive, about £200, I reckon. So that was quite a lot of money. That was a nice time. I should never have sold it. Obviously, like we have all these stores. Like I should never sold it.
But you sold it.
But I sold it. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. So I did have a really nice double decker army one. It was about 19, 20 years old, and I think it was about £200.
All right.
And that was obviously, even then, double deckers were always more expensive. If that makes sense, So, but yeah. So there we go. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video.
Yeah.
Do you a bit, Alex?
Right. So yeah. Splits 944. And before you go, please subscribe because that'll help us out, and like as well because that'll help.
Well, thank you very much, then.
Bye.
Bye.